Hi everyone, welcome to SEO Agency Checklist. My name is Amin, I'm the head of operations, I'm the director for technical operations. So, before we go ahead, I just want you to understand this is a specialized specific checklist which we follow in our agency for our clients. What is SEO? Search engine optimization. Search engine optimization means promoting your website, products, or services to be on the top of the Google search based on certain search parameters is called as SEO. So if you go to Google and I search for any keyword, so for example, I'm going to go here to Google and I'm going to search for car rental, all right? What comes on the top on and ad is Google Ads, and what comes organically on the top, these are called as SEO or search engine optimization. Why search engine optimization plays a larger role in the current aspect? Because in the current world of increasing competition between a lot of industries, increasing advertisement spends, so people and organic traffic has built trust within the audience and proved to be the most efficient marketing way in order to generate a long-term business with very low cost, right? So let's take Google Ads. How many spaces are there on Google Ads? One, two, three, four. And on the bottom, there are a couple more. One, two, three. So there are total seven spaces on Google Ads. And guess how many car rental companies? Do you think there is only seven car rental companies bidding for this particular word? There are thousands. There are hundreds of them, right? So what happens here is that it dramatically increases the cost. It dramatically increases of the advertisement cost. So the more people invest on advertising, more people bid for that particular word or particular Google ads, the advertisement cost is dramatically increased. Before it was acquisition cost back in 2012-13 was approximately $1.5 to $3. Right now, acquisition for let's say take car rental industry as an example, it is approximately over 25 to $30 to acquire one customer. So that's the acquisition cost right now. Why? Because due to the tremendous advertisement spent by multiple people. So we itself spend over $1,000 per day only one particular niche to get the target audience, right? So this is one of the most important problems in the current field. So to solve the solution came as a problem is a social media advertisement, that's the Facebook ads, Instagram ads. But right now, when they came in 2014-15, when it was flourished, okay, it was still cheaper. Right now, there is no difference between Facebook ads and Google ads. The acquisition cost is the same. So in this current scenario, so you need to consider these like short-term goals, and you need to consider SEO as an investment where you're investing your time, where you're investing your efforts, but you're not investing money. So if you're doing it by yourself, you're not investing money. But if you're making someone do it for you, yes, if an agency, then there is an investment cost involved there. All right. So SEO is like a long-term investment. For example, it's like you invest in Apple stocks back in 1980. So if you invested $2 in Apple stock, you would have got $200,000 now. So that is exactly what SEO is. So SEO is a process which takes its own time, but it gives you tremendous returns, right? So if you currently go to Google and let's say I search for, I'll open incognito so that no cache loads. So if I search for, let's say, yeah, number one digital marketing institute in Dubai. So you can see over here on the ad, we are already on the number one for ad. You can see over here, but you can see in organic, we are here number one. So before when we started our marketing, we used to spend tremendously on Google ads and Facebook ads. Right now, majority of the traffic, 70% of our acquisitions happen through organic. 70% of our acquisition happens through organic means. That basically means we don't pay to acquire the client. Why? Because this is the time and the effort we invested during the last couple of years, right? So this is called as organic search or SEO. So this is the importance of SEO. In the coming years, for example, let's say 5 to 10 years down the line, it is not feasible to constantly invest in marketing because at a point where the acquisition costs are high and you cannot match your figures or the profit margins, this is a lot big problem for a lot of business owners. So people have understood. Before, people did not understand that because why the acquisition cost was low, but now the people are educated, they understood this. So what they're doing right now is that people started investing heavily on SEO. Our client for the SEO portfolio grow about 70 to 80% only during this lockdown period. So people understood this and they started investing on SEO. Still, what's the problem with SEO? There is only first 10 space on the Google search engine, so you need to be on the top 10. So how efficiently you are to be on the top 10 determines how good you are, right? So this is what we learn in SEO. So I created basically I created a checklist for my team. I created an agency checklist. So I wanted to give this away. So when I built this, I was just using it for my clients. I was using it in my agency. I was giving it for my employees. So now I decided I want to give it away. I want to give this to all the people who want to learn SEO. All right. So for this one, I have created a step-by-step 84-step checklist which you need to follow to optimize your website from the scratch. And let me tell you one thing for sure. If you follow every single step in this particular checklist which I have mentioned, if you give your 100% into it, if you invest your amount of time and if you invest your hard work in this particular checklist, I assure you, I 100% guarantee you, you will see your website on the first page of Google within 3 to 6 months. 100% guarantee. This is proven, and we've been doing it for clients for the last more than 8 years only in this industry. All right. So now I have classified it into multiple steps called as the foundation, user experience, performance, technical SEO, uh, content on page SEO, then off page SEO and local SEO. All right. So and each of them I have given here multiple options. That's the status, type, and the tools we can use to do this. All right. So for example, first step is the foundation. So you can see over here, and here I have mentioned the priority. So for example, if it's a light color, it's low priority. If it's a little bit normal color, it's medium priority, and the dark ones are high priority. That means in the foundation, the most important one is to install the plugins and set up the keyword tracking. And this is the second priority, and this is the least priority one. But everything has to be done. You have to follow everything very clearly, one by one by one. It's very important. Got me? So now once you set up the Google Analytics, very simple. Then you just need to come over here, select. If you are doing it, if you kept it pending, you can mention kept pending. If it's in progress, you mention in progress. And if it's done, you choose it's done. See, I could have created a web application, but the reason I chose this particular Google Sheets is because it is very easy for you to manage and it is very easy for you to track, and I can share it with a lot of people. Got it? So for example, now set up the search console. If you have done it, just mark it done. It changes. If it's in progress, you put it in progress. If it kept pending, you can just keep it kept pending. If it's done, just keep done. If it's not yet, then click on not yet. All right. Now there's the type. So in this type, you can see over here, I have mentioned multiple types. So the one with the pencil icon is manual, which you need to do it manually, require attention. The star ones are instant check based on a tool. So I might have provided the link of the tool over here. You click the link and you can do it. All right. The third one is done by a crawler or SEO tool. All right. And GSE, which is related or can leverage the Google Search Console tool. Very simple. So Google Analytics can be done from this. Here in the info section, when you get this file, I will also record every single step how to do it. So for example, Google Analytics, I will record a YouTube link and I'll put it over here. So when you get this particular checklist, you will have a video over there. All right. So you just need to click on the video and you can not only see what is the step, but in the info, you can also see how to do it. And I'll be doing it for you live and showing it for you. All right. So start from the foundation, go to the user experience, then the performance, then the technical SEO, then go to the content, then go to on pitch, then go to off pitch, local SEO. So you have to consistently do it. All right, you have to you have to be very consistent with this, and you have to follow this if you have a website strictly. Got me? So once you do this, I'm going to assure you you're going to be on the top of the Google search engine. And I also recommend you not to share this with anyone because you have earned it. So you have earned it. So once you have earned it, keep it with yourself and get results for yourself. And for the people who want to do it, please refer to London International. All right. So I wish you all the best and go with it one by one by one. Have a nice day.